Welcome to the Next Level Income Show, where it's our goal to take your income, your investments, and your life to the next level. I'm your host, Chris Larsen. If you haven't yet, get a copy of our book for free at our website, nextlevelincome.com. That's www.nextlevelincome.com. Just click on the book link, and I'll even send you a copy if you put your address in. Hello, and welcome to a special edition of the Next Level Income Show, and Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make 2025 your best year yet. And I'm going to walk you through the same formula that I've been using really since I was a teenager for success. I started off using a very detailed plan to be successful in my cycling career, and I've adapted it over the years. And I've used this as well with input from my coach, Craig Ballantyne. And if you're interested, the email that went out this past weekend talks about how you can get a copy of Craig's book, The Perfect Week Formula. If you want a copy, email coaching@nextlevelincome.com and say, I would like to get a copy of Craig Ballantyne's book. And please make sure in that email you include your mailing address. And in my opinion, success comes from one, having the right information, two, having a plan, and three, having accountability. And if you're interested, our coaching can help you have that accountability. So at the end of today's episode, if you're interested in learning more, there is a link in the show notes where you can learn more about our coaching and get a special discount that we only are offering at the beginning of this year. So before we get started with planning for 2025, I want you to ask yourself a question. How was your 2024? Are you happy with what you achieved in 2024? I can tell you that personally, I feel like I could have definitely achieved more in 2024. It was very challenging for me. At the end of the year, from August to December, we went from dropping my son off at boarding school to losing my sister tragically in a car accident to getting hit here in Asheville, North Carolina by Helene. And we suffered substantial, not only emotional challenges with those things, but also financially. We've had a lot of setbacks here in the last several months. In addition, my stepfather moved in with us because he's had some health challenges as well recently. So I am looking forward to a reset as we go into 2025. And actually, as I record this, and as you listen to this, I'm going to be flying to meet my coach here this week to go through my plan for 2025 to get back on track. So what I work through with my coaching clients, number one, is building a 3-year vision. Typically, we overestimate what we can achieve in a single year, and we underestimate what we can do over the course of 5 years. In 3 years, you can totally change your life. You can totally change your body. So what I want you to do is you can pause this or you can write this down and you can do it later. But I want you to paint out a vivid 3-year vision. And this is going to encompass 4 areas. Number one, your health. Now, a lot of you may assume, hey, we're going to talk about financial stuff today, Chris, but health is number one. If you have health, if you have energy, then you can work more. You can spend more time with your family doing things that you love. And even coming from the wealth perspective, the longer you live, the longer you can work, the longer you can compound that wealth. So health is very important, not just in your personal life, but also in your financial life. I want you to write down what your ideal schedule is. What do you do each day? What are you achieving in your career and business? So transitioning towards the financial side, this is category number 2, wealth. What is your net worth? How much do you make every year? How much is your active income? How much is your passive income? These are very important. Do you have a passive income plan? If not, maybe you should jump into our coaching program and learn how to develop more streams of passive income. The third category, so first we have health, second we have wealth. The third category is going to be your social self. This is going to include your personal relationships. This can be your romantic relationships with your partner, your spouse. It can be your direct family, your children. It can be your friends. Who do you spend time with? I've talked before about the circle exercise that I use to focus on spending more time with those people that give you energy and eliminating those toxic people that are in your life. Where do you travel? I love including travel with my family in my plan every year. Are you a high-income business owner or professional earning 300,000 or even more a year, but still feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck? Are you comfortable working until you're 65 or 70 to retire, or do you want to achieve financial independence and live life on your own terms? You could join myself and Matt Four and learn how we both became financially independent in our early 30s. We will teach you how to make, keep, and grow your money, teaching you strategies to maximize your earnings, keep your income that you've earned through tax strategy and legal structures, and ultimately teach you how to grow it by determining your personal investing strategy, as well as teach you how to analyze investments so you can grow your passive income to the point to live life on your own terms. Our coaching clients reliably do this in 7 years or less. To learn more, check out our coaching program at nextlevelincome.com/coaching. That's nextlevelincome.com/coaching. And then the last category, so we've gone through health, wealth, social self, and the last one's going to be personal enrichment. And this can include things like, what are you doing from a personal development perspective? How many books are you going to read? I typically try to read 24 books a year. We are in the first week of January 2025. I just finished my first book of the year. It's a 600-page book on Elon Musk. It was very interesting. I really enjoyed that. It's a good book if you want to put one on your list, for your reading list. What about things? Like, what do you want a new car? Do you want to build a new house? Is there something you want to treat yourself to with the things that you've done? I also include travel and trips in this area as well. That's kind of how we reward ourselves and my family, is with travel. So again, you have now put these four big categories for your 3-year vision. And what I like to do is spend a time away from work, family, my own home, and I like to write this out. And this should be a vivid picture of what your life looks like 3 years from now. It should make your skin stand up on your arms. I can tell you, I just had a coaching client reach out to me last month. He said, Chris, I can't thank you enough for what you did while we worked together in your coaching program. This is everything I've achieved. We're worth 8 figures. I'm earning 7 figures a year in income. My family is happy. My wife is thrilled with everything that we're doing. And I couldn't have done it without you, because you pushed me to put my 3-year vision in place. And what's amazing, Chris, is everything that's happened was in my 3-year vision. Now, once you have that 3-year vision, you can step down to your 2025 goals. I like to have one big goal for health, wealth, social self, and personal enrichment for each year. And then for each of these, I break them down from my 2025 goals to my quarterly goals. So we have Q1 2025, and you should have 3 action items. So let's say you want to weigh 175 pounds with single-digit body fat. What are you going to do? 3 strength workouts, 60 to 90 minutes a week. 2 cardiovascular workouts. Maybe, like for me, I like to ride my bike, two cycling workouts a week, a massage every 2 weeks. And then I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Those are 3 specific things that I can do. And I can actually give those action items to somebody and they could do those same things. Your action items should be both easy to understand and also easy to accomplish if you were able to give them to somebody that has the same essential skill sets as you do. So as you're kind of looking at this, you see that we're planning out from 3 years to a year to our quarters. And then every week, what I want you to do is sit down at the beginning of the week. I like to do this on Sunday mornings when the family's still in bed. I read my 3-year vision. I go through my annual goals. I go through my quarterly goals. And then I map my week out on my calendar, which I have right here on its own screen. And the important thing is, how do you fill your calendar up? I want you to think about this like filling up a jar with rocks, pebbles, sand. If sand is all the stuff that's urgent, maybe not super important, it's going to be coming into your life day by day by day and taking up your time, what are your big rocks that you're going to put in that jar first that are going to move those things that are going to help you achieve your 3-year vision and your 2025 goals? These big rocks. These are typically non-urgent but important items that you need to do. Maybe this is like tax strategy. That's something that you could do that might not be urgent, but it's super important. That could save you 5, 6 figures this year alone. So that's an example of a big one. So I want you to plan those out. I put my sleep down. I put my workouts down. My son has a basketball game tonight. That goes on my calendar. My workouts go on my calendar. All of those things, my time with the family, my time taking care of my health, and my big wealth goals that are going to help me move that needle going first. Then my calendar can get filled up after that. If you work 9 to 5, you may have to make time at the beginning of each day. Maybe you get up an extra hour earlier. If you go onto our resources page on the website, nextlevelincome.com, go to the blog, you'll find a blog titled How to Make 20 to 40 Hours More a Week to help you achieve your goals. That's a great article if you want to learn some tips and tricks. So now that you have this strategy mapped out, go ahead, pause this, listen to it again if you need to, write this down. But I can tell you, if you follow this game plan, it can help you have your best year yet in 2025. And if you want to see this in writing, we just included this in the email that went out this past weekend. And again, you can also email us at coaching@nextlevel.com, coaching@nextlevelincome.com to learn more about our coaching program if you want some accountability to help you achieve your goals. Hey, Chris here again. I hope you found this episode valuable. Now, I have one more thing to gift you. We have a page for my coaching clients where you can get a free copy of my book, as well as much more from previous guests on the show. Just check out nextlevelincome.com/coaching to get a free copy of my book, audiobook, and much more. I'll send you a copy of my book and cover all the shipping costs as a thank you for listening to the podcast. Also, please like, share, and take just 90 seconds to give us a rating on Apple Podcasts.